What does the Lord see? My son, exactly how guilty do you think America is? Are they really so ripe for judgment, as the word of the Lord is declaring? Do they really deserve all that has come upon them? Or have they paid in full for their transgressions against me? I raised up this nation not to spread democracy, but to spread the gospel. The light that I willed them to bring to the nations was not economic freedom, but freedom from sin. All nations dwelt in darkness. There was one land left where my servants could go and freely worship me, where they could perfect holiness in the fear of the Lord. For a time, several obeyed my call. Several went forth as lights to a world steeped in darkness. I anointed my holy ones, my committed ones, those who found it a joy to leave all behind to follow me wherever I led. My signs and wonders followed them. Through much trial and many tears, through great perseverance, they conquered kingdoms in my name. Not with guns and bullets, but with the word of truth and deeds of righteousness. They conquered hearts and minds for the heavenly kingdom. As a result, it was I who made America great. It was I who gave them great wealth. I made them into that great city that was set upon a hill, giving light to all. I expected that they would use that great wealth to do even greater works than before. I gave them much, and much was required. Did America use her great wealth and her great influence to continue to tell others of my kingdom? Did they feed the poor and help the helpless? No, they did not. Wealth made them lazy, lazy in their faith, lazy in their commitment to follow me, too busy enjoying the comforts of modern life. They let the tares not only grow with the wheat, but to choke the entire crop. As a result, instead of feeding the poor, they sent witchcraft sorcerers to poison them with jabs in the name of health care. In the name of the God of science, they experimented on mankind for profit, not only crippling many, but mass sterilizing them as well. Instead of hospitals, they sent bombs to topple any regime that would not do whatever America wanted. They claimed to represent freedom, but their evil rulers went from bad to worse. Obsessed with greed and power, they ruined the lives and nations of many tribes and peoples. Instead of being a blessing to many nations, they became a curse. America, I have called you time and time again. I have given you plenty of space to repent, to amend your ways, to turn from the path of wickedness. No, I do not expect the purely wicked to do so, for it is not in their nature. But I am speaking to my body, my church. I pleaded with you to return to your first love, to put away your toys and your trinkets, to reject the false prophets and the hirelings in the pulpit that told you things that only fed your fleshly lusts and starved your soul, to put away the pursuit of the so-called American dream and pursue the true treasures of heaven. But you would not. I was searching to and fro throughout your lands. I was looking for one in whom I could testify that this one fears the Lord exceedingly, that this one trembles greatly at the thought of my holy name. Like those in the boat that Jonah boarded, I thought that when I began to send my tempests and my storms, men would fear the Lord exceedingly. But this was not so. I sent plague and I sent storm. I sent terror and I sent calamity. I have even killed your children with death, as my word said I would. Were not many in my body deceived into jabbing their children with witchcraft poisons? You do realize that I said these things to my church and not to the world? Surely by now men would begin to fear their God, and not only fear, but fear me exceedingly, especially as so many can now plainly see what is about to be unleashed upon your shores. Instead of fear, what did I see? I saw my people giving all glory to men. They believe that wicked men, and wicked men alone, are the cause of all their woes. They think that it is up to them to stop the wicked by simply exposing them and rising up to fight them, and all will be well. I send storms, and they call it weather modification. I have sent floods all over the face of the earth this month. This is a sign, a pattern, a type, to indicate exactly what season you are in. As in the days of Noah, so it is today. No, I will not completely destroy the earth with water, but I send the flood waters in many places to warn you of what is about to come, and now is even here. I sent plague, and you blame men. I send fire, and you blame direct energy weapons. I send famine, and you blame chemtrails and the culling of your animals by your wicked governments. I send strange wonders in the sky, and you blame aliens and UFOs. My children, is there no evil that I can send where you will finally comprehend the truth? Do you still not see? What does it matter who I use, or how I send my judgments? Do you still not understand that all judgments come from your God? Do you think man or demon could do all these things without the express consent of heaven? If this were true, then why hasn't the devil destroyed you long ago? Did you think it was your armies or your technology that kept you safe? Do you not think that the devil did not wish to destroy you every moment of every day? Why is it only now that he is succeeding? It is solely because of my judgments, my decisions, my decree. When my people refuse to listen, when they refuse to obey, I send my prophets and my messengers to turn them from their evil ways. If they continue to shut their ears, there comes a time when retribution cannot stay idle any longer. The end of sin is always judgment. As my people continue to try and resist evil in their own way and in their own strength, do they still not see? Can they not stop for even one moment and acknowledge the reality all around them? And what reality is that? The reality is that I am not answering their prayers for political deliverance. Not one person on the planet has been held accountable for their genocidal crimes against humanity from 2020 onward. Not one. And why is this so? Because my people are still blind to the truth that I am shouting from the rooftop. You wish to know which pattern that you are currently living in? Then read Leviticus 26. How did I treat Israel, my firstborn? Did I not continue to punish them 7 times more for their sin, each time they failed to respond properly to my judgments? And when did it finally stop? When they eventually accepted the punishment of their iniquity. If my people cannot even acknowledge that it is I who have slain them, then how shall I instruct them? If my people have forgotten this most basic of truths, that my ways are found in my judgments, then how shall they perceive what I am doing in the earth? For my Laodicean bride, these are hard sayings. For my Smyrnan bride, who know and understand the times they are in, they certainly shall receive the crown of life. Are the wicked wreaking havoc upon the earth as never before? Without a doubt. Are they doing this without my consent? Absolutely not. So what should my children be doing in this evil day? Vote harder? Create more podcasts? Spend all your time warning others about the Great Reset? All these things are good in and of themselves, yet they will avail you nothing, except that you place first things first. And that is the restoration of the genuine fear of the Lord in my people's hearts. I am looking to testify about those tribulation saints who feared the Lord exceedingly, who were so in dread of the awesome, terrible power of their God, that they would not be tempted for even one moment to be coerced into rejecting the holy commandments. No, not even at the cost of their own life. No, not even when their own families' lives were at stake. Will you be one of those chosen few? Will you be willing to change your church membership? What if I called you from your church at Laodicea to the church at Smyrna? Are you willing to go to prison and even die for me? Who knows, if you are willing to be obedient, I may call you to join the Philadelphia congregation, where I may keep you from that hour of testing, which is coming upon the face of the whole earth, to try all men. My people, remember these words. Ponder and meditate upon these things, especially as you go through what is shortly about to come to pass. Ask yourself if you are willing to join yourself to whatever body and its subsequent fate that I call you to. Only in a complete willingness to embrace my will and abandon yours will you find that true path of victory. If you desire to be an overcomer, then this is the path that you must take. For those that choose wisely, they will never have a reason to fear, even until the end of time. Solitary man,